Hi guys! I want to tell you about a piano course that I've been working on, and it's called How to Love the Piano. This is for ages about 4 to 7. So, this is designed with pre readers in mind. So, if your child is not reading yet, then they should be able to still pretty much navigate this on their own. I am pretty excited about this because I don't know of anybody else teaching in this way. So I think it's pretty unique and should be really fun. And again, it'll be easy for kids to navigate on their own. So I'll show you what it looks like. So this is my virtual classroom, and you can see how it would be easy for young kids to navigate because they can see pictures of what they want to access. So the game board down here will take them to games that they can play. The headphones will take them to music, songs that we've practiced, but it goes right to just a rundown of all the songs, and they can click on the one they want instead of having to find it within each lesson. The camera takes them to Seesaw, which we'll talk about too, and so on. So you click on different things in this room, and they just take you to related pages. Now, I want to say that nothing can really beat in person lessons, but I also want to explain how you get much more with this format than you ever could possibly really get with in person lessons for a few reasons. So, firstly, I can cram a lot more into each lesson than I would be able to in a 30-minute lesson with a student once a week. Oftentimes, that time just goes by so fast, and I have things I know I need to accomplish, and we don't always get to the more fun things. And they're fun, but they also are really helpful in helping children to retain what they've learned. So it's activities that go along with what we've been learning. I can do a lot more of that kind of stuff in this type of format. So I'll show you what I mean. If I go over here to the bookshelf, my mouse is at number 1. This is Unit 1. So I'm going to click on Unit 1, which is basically a week's worth of lessons, although I do want children to go at whatever pace is comfortable for them. So in Unit 1, there are 8 different lessons, and these need to go in order. So you would click on number 1, and you can see a video there. That's the main video. And then off to the side, there are a couple of additional videos that are games. So if you add up all the instructional time, all the videos in Unit 1, it actually adds up to about 43 minutes. So that's a lot more than a 30-minute lesson, especially taking into consideration that for in a normal in-person piano lesson, a lot of that time would be wasted. So 43 minutes is really a lot for a week's worth of lessons. Also, I have some introductory videos before they even start Unit 1 that I did not include in that 43 minutes. So it's really kind of more than that for the Unit 1 lessons. Another thing that's really exciting to me about this format is that students can spread these lessons over a week or more and not get overwhelmed with a whole 30-minute lesson if they're especially little kids. 30 minutes can be too much for a young child's attention span. So it's great, I think, that these videos are really short and succinct, and they can do one video. They can do the activities associated with that video, which I'll talk about as well. And then they could stop for that day, or if they're really excited, they could keep moving on and do the next lesson in that unit. They also can watch the videos over and over, which many young children like to do, but it's also really good for their comprehension of what we are learning. If they watch the video one day and they come back the next day and they want to rewatch and remember everything again before they practice, then that's very beneficial to them. Also, while they're watching the video, they should be practicing along with me, which is really amazing. It's basically like if you had me in your home every day tutoring your student in piano and just helping them practice every step of the way. So that would be, imagine if you paid a piano teacher to come to your house every day. It's like that, but way more affordable. So I think that's a huge benefit. Okay, we're back in lesson 1 of unit 1, and I just want to show you what some of these activities are and how students will complete them. In lesson 1, the activities that you see are just videos for them to watch and do along with me. Those are games. So those are not anything that they turn into me. This is lesson 2. And in this one, you see a link to Seesaw. So they'll click on that Seesaw link. And now we're over in Seesaw, where I have labeled every activity with a number, 1-8. You see there, 0-4, 1-7. They each correspond to a lesson. So let's try this one, activity 1-4, finding the black keys. What the student would do is click on add response. Then I'm going to click sample student. They'll be able to hear me giving them instructions verbally, so they'll know what to do, and they can click on this down here and they can drag things to where they need to go, following the instructions. So that's an example of something they might do. There are some activities where they would come over here and click the camera, click the video, and they would make a video of themselves doing something on their piano for me to see. And then I can leave feedback on that. So it's almost like being in an in-person lesson where they're showing me what they've learned and I'm giving feedback on it. Don't worry if you've never used Seesaw before. If you don't know how to use Seesaw, I will have detailed instructions for you and you'll have a personal code to use. One other exciting thing that students can do in Seesaw is anytime they have a question for me, they can go up to this plus sign in the green circle, and that allows them to add anything that I'll see. So they can ask me a question there via video or typing or whatever. They can ask me anything if they just click that plus sign in the green circle anytime. The next thing that's really exciting is that I will use Class Dojo to keep track of points. So if you click, or the student clicks this trophy, that will take them to Class Dojo. And I'll give you a code for that as well. So you can sign up for Class Dojo. And here's what is going to happen in Class Dojo. So this is a sample class in Class Dojo, and I have one student named Mary over here. Mary is going to earn points for completing her activities in Seesaw and sending me videos, and for every time she completes a unit. Whenever a student has earned 10 points in the unit that they're working on, then I can go to Mary's name and I will change her picture and add a crown. So here's Mary with a crown on. I don't know why it's so little, but that's what I'll do. And all students will see that that student has earned their crown for that unit. Students will also get a badge for any major skill that they learned. So this shows up really little, but this is Mary with her crown and her badge. So she's earned 10 points for that unit, and she's earned a badge for learning Twinkle A, which is one of the songs we'll do. Any student who has their crown has the opportunity to have some of their work shown to their classmates on Seesaw. Lastly, I just want to explain a little bit about the method that I use to teach. I use kind of a combination of the Suzuki method and a traditional method. So in the Suzuki method, students learn to play music by listening to music and by imitating. And I think that's actually very important. I think having a good ear is always beneficial to them, and that young children learn best that way. So I do a lot of that. But I also, on the flip side, I also do a lot of introductory music reading activities. So they do also learn how to read music as we go along, learning some songs by ear. They're doing some other simpler songs and exercises with music reading. Okay, if there's anything that you want to know, please ask me. I will have some frequently asked questions in this post, but if you have a question that you don't see there, then please ask. I'm so excited and I would love for your child to join me, and I can't wait to show them how to love the piano.